Hello guys and welcome back to my channel for another episode of this Pentagon challenge. Things with this save have been going superbly and I really do think that this is the season that we may finally get our hands on the coveted trophy for this continent, and maybe we'll be able to move on into a different job. Things have been going pretty well since you've been last with me. However, we have had our first defeat of the season. Let's jump into it. So guys, last time out you would have seen me win the Sao Paulo State Championship final. We won the second leg. We beat Palmeiras 1-0 after winning the first leg 3-1. That is the game that you guys would have seen. Since then, we kicked off the Serie A against Flamengo, and it just didn't go well. The former champions teaching the current champions, which is ourselves, a bit of a lesson. We lost 5-1. Whole defense played really poorly. Really did struggle against Flamengo. Since then, though, we've been positive again. We've moved things forward. We've got, 5 wins in a row. Beat Cruzeiro, beat Internacional, won in the Copa Libertadores group stage, and then beat Panera and Fortaleza. Yeah, sure. I always get these names in Brazil wrong. I can't wait until I potentially go back into England or Europe where I know all the names and how they're pronounced. Anyway, so after the first loss of the season, or first game of the season, shall we say, we were bottom of the table. Since then, we've kind of fought our way back. If I go over to the league table, we are currently in third, just 1 point behind Flamengo and Palmeiras. So these two guys haven't lost yet. But they drew, Flamengo drew with Corinthians and Palmeiras drew with Atlético Mineiro. So despite losing on the opening day of the season, we haven't lost too much ground in terms of trying to defend our current title. Things are going okay in that. In terms of the Copa Libertadores, we have qualified. We've played all of our group games now. We have moved through. In terms of that, we will take on Atlético Nacional in the second knockout stage. If you just look at this tournament, look how many teams are from Brazil. Half of the teams left in it are from Brazil. We take on a team from Colombia. River Plate are the current holders. I believe they're still in it somewhere. Yes, they are. They are taking on Atlético Mineiro, who we played last season in the Copa Sudamericana final. So lots going on. Palmeiras versus Newell's is an interesting matchup as well. Corinthians versus Argentinos Juniors, Colo-Colo versus Grêmio. There's some potential banana skins there and some potential games that you would like to think that the competition will get through pretty comfortably. In terms of the Brazilian Cup, guys, we are into the 5th round against Goiás. We play them 3 times on the spin, actually. Play them once in the league and then back-to-back games in the 5th round of the Cup, which is obviously a 2-legged affair. If we go over to the competitions, tab though, guys, we can kind of see the state of everything. They expect us to qualify for the Copa Libertadores in the league. I want to do better than that. The board expectation is to reach the semi-finals of the Copa Libertadores. I would like to go better than that, obviously, because then we can move on. But I also need to reach the semi-finals of the Brazilian Cup. As I said, things stand. We are currently in the 5th round. After that, we go into the quarter-final, semi-final, and then final. So, very delicately poised season. Things have been going very well to start with. Despite that loss to Flamengo, we have kind of climbed all the way back up in the league positions in terms of that. And we have today's game against America Mineiro. They were promoted last season. They got a decent little team. Nothing too spectacular. In terms of, let's have a look at their competitions history. They were runners-up last season. Oh, no, wait. How did they get promoted? What actually happened to these guys? Let's go down a division. And let's go stages last season. So they went up in 4th. Okay. So they're promoted in 4th. Interesting. Okay, so they didn't win, but they were promoted last season. So they were the worst of the 4 promoted teams. So that is very interesting to see. In terms of the table this season, things not going very well for them. They only have 2 points from their 5 games so far. If we look at their schedule, let's take a look and see who they've played So since the league has started, they played Ponte Preta, who were promoted with them. They played Flamengo, lost to them. They taught us a lesson, so no shame there. Cruzeiro, Internacional, and Parana? Sure. And they picked up 2 points in their last 2 games. So then maybe they have turned the tide a little bit. And see how they get on against us today. In terms of everything else, guys, I don't think there is too much to talk about. And we've not made any additional signings. Vinicius Felix has gone out on loan. We've called him back. Same with Walter Leandro. We've called him back as well because we need more Brazilians. However, guys, I do have something to let you know. At the end of the transfer window in Europe, so the 1st of July, we bring back our goalkeeping superstar Ivan. We sold him to Spurs. We're buying him back. So we sold him for 5.75 and we've bought him back for 13. Well done, Tottenham, and well done, European inflation. But Ivan is coming back. Brazilian born, homegrown, fits all the quota, and is a step up in terms of what we got. I know I spent money on a goalkeeper during our break, but Ivan is better. And we also bring in Hitor, another Brazilian, coming in from the Premier League, I believe, for Bournemouth in the Premier League. Yes, they are. Coming in from the Premier League. He will provide cover, Brazilian cover at right back, just in case we need it. So there are 2 bits of business that has been up and coming. And we look forward to welcoming Ivan back into the squad much later down the schedule. So Ivan will rejoin us during this break here between June and July for when we play Chapecoense. And obviously we'll be there for the Copa Libertadores second rounds. You'd like to think, I would hope that I can register him. Anyway, we move forward into today's fixture. America Mineiro, they are the bottom side in the league. They've got -4 goal difference. Ours is only +4 because of that spanking from Flamengo. Only got 2 points as well, though. So this is what we are going to do. If Andrew will 100% come back into the team. And this is what the team is looking like. We have the issue, right? I did sign a lot of foreign players, so we do have the issue of how many foreigners we have in the team. That is another reason why Hernan is probably going to miss out, and Ivan will come back in because another Brazilian allows me another foreigner outfield. Because we've got a few that can't get in. As you can see here, we've got a couple of options of players who cannot play at the same time because of the amount of players that we are allowed in the squad. So we do have, what's his first name? Hernan in goal, Evandro, Lucas Henrique, Nathan, Andre, Mateus Jesus. This little, I'm not even going to, Gio Chancha? Sure. Argentinian new gen, listed as a wonder kid. He's been doing pretty well for us so far. Bought him from River Plate Blanco. Sanilas, Aguay, another Argentinian new gen, and then obviously Walter Leandro, who we did let him go to Sporting for a small period of time, but because he's Brazilian, we called him back, and he is now in the starting lineup. We do rotate between him, Rodriguez, and Bobadilla, but obviously this time around, due to, fitness and stuff like that, we are running with the sort of midfield, making up a majority of the non-Brazilian contingent. Anyway, we continue. We submit the team. We've only selected 10 substitutes out of a possible 12 because we obviously can only do that because of the amount of foreigners that we are allowed in. Anyway, America, there's the team sheet. We will say, come on, lads, show us what you can do to keep this run going. We take to the field, and I will say this is going to be an interesting one. I'd like to think that we would run out convincing winners, but you never know in FM, do you? You never really know. 7 minutes in, first highlight, we throw the ball in from the left-hand side, down to the winger, into midfield, over to Blanco, who fires low, fires in to the corner for the 17th goal of the season from Diego Blanco. I have a feeling, guys, we are going to lose him in the summer window for Europe and our mid-season break. I do have a feeling he will end up in Europe somewhere. I need to make sure that we don't have a minimum fee release clause for him for international clubs, because I do have a feeling that he will be leaving us at that period of time. Hopefully we can just make some good money on him. We did pick him up for relatively cheap, and he has been fantastic for us. Here comes Blanco again. Oh no, he gets tackled. Lucas Enrique goes with the ball on to Blanco, knocks it down to Jesus, who's got the ball in the middle of the park then, driving forward. That is a lovely ball Oh, that should really be a goal. That should really be a goal, guys. Very disappointing one-on-one there for our central attacking midfielder. Hits it very tamely into the goalkeeper's hands there. He will be very, very pleased with that one. Here comes Jesus then in the middle. Looking for Blanco out on the right. The fullback's overlapping. There goes Evandro. He's got Blanco with him. Gets tackled, goes down. Referee says no penalty. We move on. We go through the second phase of the highlight. We hit it long. It gets intercepted. Headed clear. And the opposition have got an opportunity to try and do something here. They've not really had a great deal of time on the ball in this first half. And out of the stuff that we've seen, we seem to be doing pretty well against them, as you kind of would expect. Champions versus the lowest ranked of the 4 promoted teams over in Brazil. But that doesn't necessarily mean that they won't get an opportunity. They're working the ball nicely, but they're not actually breaking through. And there's the one-on-one. Just as I say that, they're not breaking through. Good one, Steve. They score. It's a very nice move. I completely agree with the text commentary. Very, very nice move. Especially picked up so far into our half. Lovely pass there. And good, calm finish past the goalkeeper. Very, very disappointing to concede that there. It's 1-1 though. You'd like to think that we have the ability to continue and get another goal. We are playing against one of the worst teams in the country, or in the division at the very least. This guy's going in hard on Jesus there. Evandro on the ball then. Back into the central midfield. The left back's trying to make a run. Jesus with the ball then. Blanco. Good cross field. One-on-one chance. Hits it at the post. And the rebound is blocked and put behind for a corner. 10 minutes of this first half to go. It's been an all-action first half, actually. You've seen a lot of highlights. Corner comes in. Goalkeeper comes in, claims. Fair play to him. Palmeiras now have taken the lead by the looks of things, maybe, have they? Oh, no, they're not playing yet. It's just because we've dropped down in terms of the amount of points won from this game. Flamengo look like they are still winning their way forward in the season. Highlight for us here. Ball's bouncing around the penalty area. Just can't get anything on it. And here is an opportunity for the opposition to counter. It's a big challenge from Andre. Still running down our left-hand side, though. This is what... Oh, God. Mateus Jesus on the booking. Puts a foot in. We get into half-time. They've had 3 shots, 1 on target. We've had 11 shots, 3 on target. And the game is 1-1. I'm going to say I am not happy. That has motivated everybody. So fingers crossed we can have a much better second half of it. And we do have substitutes, but I don't know how good they'd be. Free kick comes in. Nathan puts it into the back of the net, but I think he's definitely going to be flagged offside there. The text commentary says fractionally. We're going to see the VAR. I think it's more than a fraction offside. Goal is disallowed. Let's see if we can see what happens in terms of the replay. Yeah, he is offside. Just a yard or so, but he is offside. We need to get some more out of this game. Evandro, no need to press the panic button yet. Into Jesus. Evandro, who is really a centre-back. Good cross in. And that goes out for a goal kick. The amount of close opportunities we are getting. We've got an XG of over 2 now, which is it's really impressive. But we've only scored 1 goal. They've got the ball on the edge of the penalty area. No one is tracking the free kick taker. Who's got time to deliver into the wire penalty area now then. Evandro with 1 block to the far post. We get it clear. Now we have an opportunity to run and counter ourselves. We go past 1. He's driving forward. He's going to get a one-on-one here. Can he hit it into the back of the net? And that is a very decisive counter attack from Luca there. Just running and running and running. And the Argentine doing pretty well here. Picks it up inside his own third. And just puts on the Jets, absolutely flying the defence back off into the opposition penalty area, hits it across the goalkeeper. It was a very good goal, very good finish. Corner for us. In comes the delivery off the crossbar, and Walter Leonardo taps in his first goal of the season, having been brought back from Sporting on loan. The youngster, the Brazilian new gen, gets his first goal for us. Tapping in from very, very close range there. I think that was Nathan, was it? Heads against the crossbar. And then Leonardo's not going to miss from there, is he? We skip the highlight. We skip the replay. You don't need to see that. He's tapped it in from pretty close there. I just wanted to see who had the header onto the crossbar. Okay, looks like we do have a knock here on the left attacking midfield spot. So we will look at making the change. Nico Lopez can come on there. I'm actually going to bring on Wendell at left back as well. And I think that is probably where I'm going to leave things. Obviously, we do have 2 goalkeepers on here. We don't necessarily have a striking option. So Leonardo's going to have to play the whole game, which is absolutely fine. Hits that one straight at the goalkeeper for the opposition there. Now we've got that 3-1 cushion. I'm much more comfortable. In comes the corner from them, though. And the goalkeeper handles that one comfortably. And we have an opportunity to maybe improve our goal difference slightly. The fact that Flamengo are on 13 is an early indicator of how strong a side they are. Whilst it's not our objective to win the Brazilian League this season, I do want... Oh, that's a massive challenge. Are we having a penalty there? I think he won the ball, but it's just more the way he went about it. If this is a penalty, Nico Lopez will have the opportunity to score from the spot to extend. It was a big challenge, but I thought it was fair. He did win the ball. I wasn't massively appealing for it. Blanco's a little bit tired, so we will take him off. He is kind of our key man out on that right-hand side. Let's play Felix out there. Not really built to be a winger, but for the final few minutes of this game, I see no issues. So, into the 90th, into injury time. Evandro with the throw then. Gets headed clear. Jesus picks up the ball. Across to Henrique. Hits it long. Leonardo looking to get in over the back of the defender there. If the ball did drop, he would have been through one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Not to be this time. Couple of minutes left. Visitors having a nice little spell here. They did score a very nicely worked goal earlier. They've got space down that right-hand side. There goes the ball out there. This is the man who created the danger. Another good cross into the penalty area. And we are forced to scrap that one away for a corner. 20 seconds of this one to go. It's a little bit of a scare against the league's bottom side, but we do manage to run out 3-1 winners. It was the same as Flamengo in the game that they played against them. Managed to run out 3-1 winners. If that's a red card, that's very, very disappointing. Looks like it's going to be a yellow. I mean... It's 94 minutes on the clock, ref. Just blow your whistle. We'll all get in. We'll get the 3 points. We're all happy with it. We move forward. It doesn't really matter. The extra goal, should we get one from this set piece, isn't going to make or break our season, you wouldn't have thought. And they get the clearance anyway. So we'll call full time there, won't we, ref? Mateus Jesus, if he'd have got sent off there, I'd have been pretty frustrated at the referee. We work it out to Felix on this right-hand side, and that is full time. That is the game over. Let's take a look at some of the player ratings. Defense... pretty solid, and then all through the spine looking pretty good. So we go into the dressing room, very pleased with your result and your performance. Obviously we did concede a goal. I'm not going to hammer them for that, but we do keep the pressure on Flamengo, who do win their game against Chapecoense. We need to see how Palmeiras get on. I have noticed that Palmeiras have been runners-up in the league for the past 4 years, so they're obviously going to be one of the teams in and around it at the end of the season. So we will go into the schedule. We have been sensational so far. Despite that one game against Flamengo, we have been sensational. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I am going to play on. We're going to play through June because the Brazilian Cup doesn't really matter. We're going to play through June, and I'll bring you back in July. Probably for either Vasco in the league or Atlético Nacional in the Copa Libertadores, depending on how this first leg goes. If we blow them out in the first leg, in the away leg, I probably won't bring you the home leg. I'll bring you the Serie A game against Vasco da Gama. But if you are enjoying this video, if you have enjoyed this video, sorry, and you are enjoying this series, please do drop a like on the video down below. It really does help out the channel and help the content get out there to as many people as humanly possible. But that is where I'm going to leave things for today, guys. So do take care, and I'll see you for another episode of this Pentagon series very, very soon.